my God. Everything is soaked.
He's also my God.
I didn't even see him fill his mouth up.
Neither did I. When did that happen?
You were funny. What am I supposed to do?
Not spit on me. How about that?
It's called a spit take. There's not much I can do here.
Just don't do a spit take. No.
Don't say anything funny then.
All over the wall.
How'd you get it up there?
Yeah.
That's.
This was 10 times better.
But does. Yeah, because there's a thing, like, we always joke on this podcast, like, we don't make money, and then, like, when we did the
We always what on this podcast?
in the first live show, like, we were joking that we lost money.
We're always joking, dude.
I'm straight up.
He said joking.
I'm straight up gonna, like, fucking punch you in the face.
We're always what on this podcast, man?
Person, you just spit all over me.
Well, she's gushing right now after I already said something about her hair. She's like, can't wait to hear the rest.
Okay.
Your hair.
No, it's gonna.
What?
It looks good.
Okay.
That's a little presumptuous.
That's a little presumptuous.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was going to throw a really in there. So don't sell yourself short. It does look really nice. Did you quaff it yourself?
I did.
Dyson Airwrap Styler?
No, I just.
What?
Shushed it?
Whatever that. Wish you do that to me, huh?
Are these technical? Are these technical?
I'd like to hear it
terms?
again, slower in my ear.
Zhuzh and quaff?
What?
Are these technical terms? Like a zhuzh and a quaff? I feel like
Somebody who's got spit all over him really wants to get technical, don't they? I knew it was spit! That's if I was playing Jared and he had a good comeback. Okay, a lot of you guys don't know this. We're having a live show in New York City, July 27th. And if you need to get on a plane, if you need to get on a boat, if you need to spend your life savings to get there, I can promise you it is going to be worth it. Alyssa, stop looking at yourself in the monitor. Now that you have a camera, please come. Again, this is not a threat. This is a promise. I will take a knife and I will put it to the temple of the person you love the most, and I will curb stomp it into their frontal lobe.
Legally, I'm gonna say allegedly. Okay.
Legally, I'm gonna double down.
Legally, I'm gonna triple down on the allegedly.
Either way, you need to be there. We have sold in approximately 150 tickets. And you might be thinking, Zach, oh, wasn't the last venue only like 200 seats? You guys are pretty close. This venue's bigger. And if this thing's not sold out, my mom's going to be there. My brother's going to be there. My brother is going to be there. And my mom. So think about that.
Well, my parents are.
Well, that's because they don't love you.
That's true. Alyssa,
That's based
are
on your life
parents
choices.
going?
I'm not sure. They
Oh.
said that they might.
Okay, well, that's
Okay.
2 tickets we could have sold.
Did your brother get the one prize? It was delivered.
Oh, yeah. Wait, which prize? Oh, we can't say it. If you're coming to the show, you guys are going to get some pretty fantastic prizes.
Yeah. Pretty fantastic prizes.
Jared got mad of how much money I spent. He actually had a sit-down conversation with me.
Yeah, because there's a thing, like, we always joke on this podcast, like, we don't make money, and then, like, when we did the
We
first,
always what on this podcast?
in the first live show, like, we were joking that we lost money.
We're always joking, dude.
I'm straight up.
He said joking.
I'm straight up gonna, like, fucking punch you in the face.
We're always what on this podcast, my man? Joking, and that's right.
This is so out of line. It's not even
The couch
funny
looked like
anymore.
it has leprosy. I don't know if leprosy gives you spots. Maybe I was just thinking of a leopard in general.
This is beyond disgusting.
You've got to stop saying such hilarious things. I'm going to level with you here. There's nothing I can do about it.
What if I just... Okay. Don't fill up your mouth again.
Don't say anything funny.
You're telling me I can't make a joke for the rest of the podcast?
A what?
I...
A what, Jared?
I just said the word! I didn't even
What
make
word
a
did
joke!
you say?
It's so gross. It's so gross.
You?
I can't fucking
covered.
You, my man, need to get on the stage soon and stand up and talking to a mic because you are funny.
This is so disgusting. Oh my fucking god.
Okay.
I'm covered in your spit.
Saliva, man. It was a spit take. Yeah, that is spit.
Maybe take the water bottle away from that.
That's what I tried to do, and he spit on me again.
I didn't spit. It's it's a spit take.
It's still spit.
Anyway, we spent a lot of money on prizes. Was that the thesis?
Yeah. At the first show, we said we lost money. We actually broke even. At this show, we are genuinely losing money with like the prizes and travel and lodging and stuff like that.
We can't whimper to the audience
I'm not
here. They're going to see
whimpering.
us as weak.
I'm not-
Do you want to see somebody weak on stage?
No,
No.
of course not. I'm not
We'll
saying.
spend twice as much.
God damn it.
Don't say that. You know why mom listens to this podcast.
I know she's gonna get.
She
so
does
mad
not
at
like
me.
the Lord's name in vain.
I know. I'm sorry, Miss Gina. It's like a habit. It's
And?
hard to break.
How about the man you offended?
And you know, I'm sorry, big man or woman or any sort
Yes.
of deity entity that you are.
Thank you. I think he heard you.
I think so.
Over to you, Alyssa. I want you to say something worthwhile.
God, dude.
I don't know.
So gross.
Oh, I don't know. Nice. Over to me. Okay, so I've been merch. We've got merch. Dude,
Hey, merch. It's cool. It's good quality. Shopdropouts.com.
well, listen, I've been having a hard time. I've been forgetting to promote recently.
Are you sure about that?
I feel like we spend the first 10 minutes of every podcast promoting because we can't get through it.
Is that a joke?
No, it's not a joke.
Okay. Just let me know if it's a joke.
I'm never going to let you know if it's a joke.
Okay, then I'll use my own.
No,
Mine.
just don't use your intuition.
No. I actually really want to talk about this. I thought I saw something really funny this week, and it was our Patreon. We're trying to get to 10,000 subs on there, and if we do, I'm going to do a drunk episode. Normally we do drunk episodes. Here's a clip from it. I'm in couples therapy right now. I like to think you guys came in blitzed with medieval times.
It's the most fun couples therapy I could ever think
With
of.
medieval times hats on. Okay, guys, so how was this week?
It was fucking awesome until she called me short and fat.
I didn't call you short and fat.
Okay.
We had a
You
great
took those
time at
words.
medieval times, but she was horned up over the Green Knight.
You would be too. You were also horned up over the queen.
Yeah, because she was hot and she wasn't a bitch.
Remember our words mean something.
Yeah, I fully mean it.
I understand, Mr. Bailey. Mrs. Aliberti, does it hurt you when diseases?
Why does she have a different last name than me?
Did you guys come to the session front?
No, we're sober.
Sir, you have an open.
Oh, Terry.
We're gonna do an exercise. Like about your wife. In fact, you guys can always laugh together.
Yeah, that's one thing I like about her. She
You look like a psychopath. You're crying wearing medieval times. You have one shoe off. And you're drinking. And Jared is going to get a Dropouts tattoo live on the podcast when we get there.
The same episode that you're drunk.
They might be two different episodes. I don't know. Okay, imagine me and you both sauced off the liquor.
That would be so much fun.
That would be fun. And fun is different than a joke, right?
Yeah, very different. Very different.
Okay.
But we also just did our first live Q&A.
We're done promoting, man.
Oh, now we're done promoting.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Anyway, we just
are
did
a
our
sellout.
first live Q&A.
No,
it was a
don't
lot of fun
stop
being
promoting.
able to
No,
chat
stop
with
promoting.
you guys.
Actually, stop promoting. I'm going to beat the hell out of you.
Oh, I'm gonna beat the hell out of you.
I
'cause
love
you
you
spit
too.
on me
It's my
4
kink.
times this podcast.
You've been. I'm not even gonna bring it up. You've been hilarious. Okay. Okay, this is what I actually want to talk about.
Oh, good. Let's hear this.
It's back cracking.
I love back crack.
Specifically, the Y strap. Are we plugged up to the TV? Of course not, because she's not at your job. And look, now people can see your fluster on the camera.
This is what we pay you for, huh?
Yeah, no, I told her she was going to be on camera today.
Technically, it should be set up every week, if I'm being completely honest.
I told her she was going to be on camera this week, and she came out in the lowest cut shirt I've ever seen in my life.
And we had to tell her that we were going to get demonetized because of her.
Well, I actually respected a woman's body and said she could wear whatever she wants because society needs to learn that breasts are beautiful. And then you said, I want to cover them up. You said I'd cover her face if she could, and only men should be able to show their face. You said that. You said that out loud.
I don't know if that's ringing a bell. Doesn't sound like me.
That's what I thought when you said it. Like, this is not him, but you had had caffeine in like an hour.
I do get cranky.
Especially towards women's values.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Hey, Alyssa, how's the HDMI going?
I don't know what's happening.
Okay, let me talk about the Y strap. Have you seen these videos?
No. What is it?
Okay.
Well, no, sorry. I started thinking, I was like, is it the thing that you bought a long time ago, but that's like an X?
No. That is a device that did not work. So this Y strap, it's essentially they're putting a rope around your neck as you're lying down, and they're holding almost like a ski handle.
Okay.
And so you're lying on the table. He kind of adjusts your neck where it's like a little bit stretched, and then at the perfect moment, just yanks your neck as hard as you can, and your whole spine cracks.
This sounds like a grade A way to be internally decapitated.
The cracks that you hear are consuming my thoughts 90% of the day.
Really?
I mean, I've done black tar heroin before. It felt good, and I recommend it to most. But this was 10 times better.
But do chiropractors not scare you? Like my mom used to take me to the chiropractor with her as a kid. And every single position
That he put you in while she was out of the room?
He put her in.
Okay, were you watching? Who's holding the camera?
Every single position just looked like, I was like, this man's going to snap my mom's neck in half. And it kind of scarred me. And I think that might be partially why I don't like massages now.
Because you saw your mom get ran through by a chiropractor?
God, she didn't get run through.
Are you drunk right now?
I wish.
That means you got a problem. You were pretty drunk last night. How's it going, Alyssa? You don't know?
Well, I got pretty drunk because we were going to a birthday party, and we're going to this every single event is at a really nice bar or restaurant.
Yeah.
And I knew the drinks there were going to be ridiculously expensive, and sure enough they were. So but I pre-gamed beforehand, pre-gamed a little too hard, okay, and then I got there and they were making the drinks extra strong. I think for 2 drinks it was like $65.
Parties in LA are very different. Or this is a birthday party for Vinny Hacker,
Yeah.
who I've met once, maybe twice. And it's very different than I feel like birthday parties anywhere else, because everyone's kind of there for themselves instead of I didn't know if I was supposed to wish him a happy birthday.
Well, yeah, it's like you're going to somebody's birthday party who you basically don't know.
No.
And
I've seen his abs on the internet.
Yeah.
I've counted them. They're all there.
do you know the abs personally?
No, I've never put peanut butter on them and licked them off. Not once.
Is that how you get to know somebody?
You know a lot more about them.
Hey, Alyssa
got the thing up. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. This is the Y strap.
So this is the video you're talking about with the Y strap.
You can really hear it
What?
there. You couldn't really hear it.
Was that just sounded like the table?
Yeah, that sounded like. Trust me, we'll get some good cracks. Ready? Listen to this.
And blow it out. No, we're gonna do one. Oh!
Didn't hear it there.
Gosh. But you can see their euphoria.
Oh yeah, it looks like they're like Atlas, and they got the weight of the world lifted off your shoulder.
So this is a chiropractor. Well, a ton of chiropractors do it, and it looks exceptionally heavenly.
Doing it. Like my heart was like,
Oh man!
and it just let go.
I felt that in my upper back.
Oh,
Oh.
Give me one more. Give me one more.
and blow it out.
I can't tell what's their back and what the table is.
All right, man. I didn't know it was Cynical City.
I'm not being cynical. I'm just being honest.
So there is a big fight between the chiropractors
Yes.
and I'd say traditional doctors. Is that a respectful term for the chiropractors?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like to the chiropractors. Okay, so this is a neuroscientist speaking about the Y strap, and he has some opinions. Because I really wanted to get this done. I was like, might as well check out on the old regular doctor, see what they think. I just thought the opening line
Says a lot.
says a lot.
If this guy pulled any longer or harder, these people would be dead.
See, but that's what I was saying. I was like,
He just goes into it. So basically, you are hanging them, and right before they die, you stop, and the reason they get so euphoric is because your brain goes into fight or flight mode, and you realize you've survived, so that's why you're so happy. He's like, the cracking is really not doing much. It's kind of like cracking your fingers.
this chiropractor or these chiropractors
Don't call him out. He's just part of a trend.
they're just giving these people near-death experiences.
And I did think about, I do not want to hang myself. I do want to see that directly to camera. So if you see, well, okay, now I want to put this out there. Yeah, I do not want to kill myself. If I kill myself, know someone else did it. Anyway.
All right. You got someone coming after you? What was
No,
that?
but you never, people are dying these days. And yeah, you got to put these videos out. Okay, now that I said that, I don't want to hang myself. But man, that crack, that back crack you would get right before like impending death would be phenomenal.
You make a good point.
Kick the chair and just feel like, oh, that's so nice. Oh, I mean, I'm going to die, but
Like if you don't break your neck and die instantly.
no, I mean, you're going to die.
Well, no, you're gonna die, but like if you hang yourself,
Yeah.
you can either break your neck instantly and die, or a lot of people just they fall and
You've got to find the
strangle.
good in everything.
Yeah, everything. I guess everything.
That's
has
what
its silver
chiropractic is
lining.
taught to me.
What'd you say?
Chiropractorists
Okay.
have taught to me. Did I hear you say a joke?
Nope. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I know you didn't.
Okay. That water better stay in your mouth.
Well, if it stayed in my mouth, it'd be easier for me to do a spit take. It has traveled down my throat. I assume somewhere near my urethra now, and it is it's humming around.
Well, actually, this reminds me of this thing that I saw. There's a 14-year-old boy in.
I'm sure that's what you saw, buddy.
God damn it,
For that,
dude.
did you the binoculars record now?
I can't-
Let's cut to a clip.
Oh my gosh, no! This kid's in Israel. Okay.
Okay, you've got a camera there. I don't know.
He's riding his bike and he gets hit by a car.
What videos are you watching?
It's not a video, it was an article because it was this huge like medical breakthrough where this kid, he gets hit by a car on his bike and he gets internally decapitated. And then doctors in Israel perform this like extremely rare, like life-saving surgery and reattached his head within his own body.
How do you reattach something that's already attached? Why am I getting to the semantics? What a beautiful thing that he's alive, huh?
Well, no, it was like everything inside the neck was
Yeah.
detached. He was internally,
So his skull and his spine.
yeah. The
Yeah.
only thing keeping his head on was his skin,
Hi.
but everything else was detached.
And when you read that article and you said, do anything nowadays.
There's also, speaking of doing anything nowadays, there are there's a study that came out. It's very preliminary.
Okay.
But they found 6 drug concoctions that induce de-aging, and they've tested it in mice and in humans, and so far it's been a huge success. Because before everything was gene editing, which cost millions of dollars, and it was completely unaffordable for most people. But this is, you could solve aging by taking a single pill. What the hell are you doing?
You're welcome.
For what?
I figured it out.
Oh, you did this?
Yeah, it's peer reviewed. Why do you think
Are
I'm
you
Why do you
peer?
think I'm in my room all the time?
Oh, because
I'm
you're
working
peer
on
reviewing.
de-aging.
Are you?
My mom's getting old. And you want to know something about her?
Huh.
I don't want her to die. So why would I not devote my life to saving my mother and restoring her youth?
You know, explain to me where you got your education and
Self-educated.
Self-educated.
Yes.
What books did you read?
I've got a thing called the Internet Dinosaur.
Okay. What'd you read on the internet?
And I watch videos.
Okay, so you're a YouTube like biologist
And Vimeo.
and
Yeah, so I can kind of break down the science for you if you'd like.
yeah, please do.
Yeah, it's kind of simple. So we have developed this proprietary system for de-aging people.
Go on.
To what? That kind of sums it up.
That's
I can't give it- I
almost
can't give it-
exactly what I said, but actually with less details.
Yeah, I like to get to the point.
Oh, okay.
I like to drag everything out and do it a little nasally.
Well, I feel okay. I'm a little stuffed up.
Same.
All right, I can hear it. Sometimes.
Doesn't seem like it, or you blow your nose. I'm sorry for putting your insecurity on the internet. Okay. Alyssa has
okay.
not stopped looking at herself on the monitor.
Not even. I'm looking at you guys.
But you're
She's
she's
actively facing away from the monitor
No.
to make sure she.
yeah,
isn't
she's
looking.
fighting. She is Rocky Balboa in her narcissism in her head right now. She's like, yeah, I'm not gonna look at you. Speaking of like crazy stories, there was this woman who she lives with her husband, and one day he just came in and he just reeked to her. He smelled really, really bad. So she couldn't figure out why, and he kept smelling, scrubbed him in the tub. He took a shower. They did a bunch of things, and she just kept smelling him, and he smelled terrible. Well, about, I think it was like 20 years later, actually, like the smell just kept on getting worse and worse. And they go in, and he's diagnosed with Parkinson's. And he goes to a group of people that also have it, kind of like a coping group.
Yeah.
And she walks in, and the smell is stronger than anything she's ever smelled. She's like, that's that smell again, but it's like a 20 billion times stronger. And she's like, wait, can I smell the Parkinson's? And she reached out to a lot of medical people. They kind of laughed in her face, and they didn't believe her until like one doctor gave her a chance, and she was given a big number of people that had Parkinson's, and they tested to see if she could smell it. She got every single one right.
No freaking way.
But one.
But one?
And like 10 years later, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's, so she could smell it before it like fully mustered up.
What the hell?
And so they noticed, they did something where they figured out whatever that smell was, I guess by testing her scent, and they were able to create something where they can detect Parkinson's a lot sooner now, just because she had this like crazy superpower of being able to smell it.
No way. That's insane.
I thought it was pretty insane.
So she lived with that smell with her husband for 20 years befently he was diagnosed.
Apparently, I could be off on the timeline, but I know it was a
But
long
still,
time.
I mean, like, even smelling that for any amount of time before someone's diagnosed, you know, at least like until they, what's a degrade to the point where like they do get diagnosed, that's insane.
Yeah.
Well, because it's like,
And what can your nose do? Can't even breathe.
It
It
can't
can't even
smell anything.
Have we found a place for him to get his nose surgery?
Oh, not yet. But can't dogs smell like
Things? Yeah.
Shut the hell up.
What?
No, can't dogs smell illnesses or something like that? Or
I have no idea.
You aren't up to date on what dogs can smell and can't smell when
I
it
think
comes
they
to.
can sense things, but I
terminal?
don't think they can smell things.
Oh yeah, dogs can't smell at all. Melissa just said so. Right?
that's like one of their number one uses in the field is in most fields where they use dogs is their sense of smell. And I feel like they can smell. Can you look that up? Can they smell diseases?
Don't look it up, Melissa. He's tricking you.
Wait, so did they figure out what it, like allowed her to smell that, or they just figured out?
This was one TikTok that I watched.
Oh, okay.
I know I said it emphatically, like I had a lot of information.
Yeah.
That's where I got it from. Okay.
I was wondering if it was like a genetic mutation that allowed her to do it, or if she was just like super sensitive to something. And
Oh, I'll tell you what, women are super sensitive to stuff. Am I right? Huh?
oh my god.
Huh, Melissa?
The answer is yes.
Ah, see?
So dogs have an incredible sense of smell. They can detect changes in human scent caused by diseases. They can smell illnesses such as cancer.
They can smell cancer. What do you think cancer would smell like?
Not like a Taurus, I'll tell you that much.
That was a terrible.
What?
That was a terrible sentence.
I've trained you. I've taken a word from you. How does that feel?
Is this like a psychological case study right now, or like experiment that you're running?
Are you in control of your mind?
I'd like to think so, but now I'm not
Then
so sure.
say the word.
I'm not gonna say the word because I know the consequences.
Oh, are you conditioned?
Yeah. You just Pavlov me.
I'll do anything to you. I'll pap smear you.
That's not possible.
Or is it?
I don't want to know. I don't want to find out.
Did you know that over 30 million people have signed up for our next sponsor? Private Internet Access. It's a VPN. It protects you and your internet and just keeps you nice and safe and warm. So essentially, when you want to get on the internet, it changes your IP address to another place so people can't track where you are. But the use that I usually use it for is sports, and or if I want to watch a TV show that's not shown in my region. It's like, oh, I can only watch Love Island UK if I'm in the UK. Bing, bing, bop. Change my VPN. The world thinks my computer's actually in the UK, and then I can watch any show I want. And then when the Lakers are
playing, a lot of times they'll black out the station, and so I'll go to Ohio and pretend like my computer's in Ohio to watch the game. It's the best thing you could ever do for your computer because it keeps your internet safe. Say you're using public Wi-Fi at I don't know, the airport. You know how many hackers can get in, steal all your data, and since Wi-Fi is so fast now, strip all your data, send it to everyone. Say you have some dirty stuff on there too. They can get that to people who can blackmail you. You got to keep your internet safe, and if you want to watch cool shows that are outside your region or just use it to safeguard, I'm telling you, private internet access, the VPN is the way to go. Over 30 million people are using it, so why wouldn't you, Jared, huh? Oh, then why the hell am I talking so much?
I don't know.
Is there a way that these people can get, I don't know, like a discount if they use like a code or something? Is there anything of that nature?
There sure is, Zach. If you want to enjoy all the benefits of private internet access, now's the time to subscribe.
Head to piavpn.com/dropouts and get 83% discount. Seriously? 83%?
83%.
Wow. Okay, that's good.
But you must go to piavpn.com/dropouts for a truly private digital life! Exclamation point.
Signing up for private internet access is risk-free. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee and 24/7 customer service available. And you can use one private internet access account to protect an unlimited amount of devices at the same time.
I personally have 12 devices.
Normally that would cost a lot of money, not with private internet access.
Not with
the
them.
VPN, huh?
Let's use code dropouts at piavpn.com. Use code dropouts for 83% off. Are you kidding me?
Thank you, private internet access.
For the longest time, I didn't prioritize my health, and I think it's
Melissa, are you
These general practice
you can filter specifically for the ones who
about Dr.
out.
and we'd go apart. I would, wait.
What's the poorest you've ever been?
Oh, it is when we shared an apartment with 10 guys, 900 square feet, only 2 bedrooms. And I would, try to go work out in the morning. And I would do my workout. I'd be fully clothed,
Yes.
but I couldn't afford to wash the clothes afterwards. So I
Oh,
would
no.
find a local public pool and go take a swim and just let hopefully the chlorine do its job.
Just in your clothes?
I couldn't afford detergent. What am I supposed to do? It's better than Stinky Nation population me.
But why would you wash them in the sink just with water? Now your clothes just smell like sweat and chlorine.
I don't even know if we could afford hand soap at the time.
Well, no, we couldn't, but at least just washing it with water. We didn't have to pay for utilities at the time. We could use all the water that we wanted.
Yeah, but the chlorine chlorine's a natural de-stinkifier? I'm gonna go and look that up.
Chlorine's one of the smelliest chemicals out there.
But it's a chemical that strips other odors, so you're just left with a nice perfume.
It's not a nice perfume. A chlorine perfume is
A lot of people's best
wretched.
memories are at a pool, so I'd watch your mouth.
Yeah, but you don't want to go walking around smelling like a pool.
I don't want to go walking around like people's best memories. Check and mate.
Damn,
I wish your name was Check, because I'd mate. No, I wouldn't. Maybe.
I wouldn't let you, mate.
Because we're two people who can't have a baby.
Yeah, pretty much.
But you'd let me hit if we could.
No.
And that's on job. Alyssa, are you looking up if chlorine is anything?
For pools, yes.
See?
For pools, not people.
It's an alliteration.
It's a potent odor eliminating gas
Yes, sir.
with strong oxidizing property.
And do you want to say anything else?
Yeah, this is for a pool,
I'm scienced up.
not people.
I'm not saying I do it anymore. I said I was, let's make fun of the poor because I was doing something out of necessity because I couldn't afford
Yes.
a nice set of laundry products.
I'm not making fun of you for being
feels
poor.
like it.
I'm saying that
I feel targeted.
you, in that situation, had better options.
Oh.
Come home, get in the shower with all your clothes.
Oh, are you diminishing my feelings, huh? It's also social embarrassment as well. Oh, if I come home and I say, I accidentally fell in the pool again, people think I'm clumsy. If I come in and I shower
every day.
Yeah, a lot of people do things a lot every day. Brush their teeth. I fall in a pool. They're synonymous. But if I come home and I get in the shower fully clothed, the ridicule that I would have heard. Hey, shower clothes boy.
But no one would know you were gonna be fully clothed in the shower because the door's shut.
How would they? Where would I put the clothes to dry?
You hang them up.
And how did they get wet?
You wash them in the shower. You didn't have to tell us you were wearing them.
Yes.
Am I the crazy one in this? He's the one that was swimming in a pool to clean his clothes.
Out of necessity.
I'm saying it's
How does
not.
it feel to be the 1% and
It's not-
spit on all of us?
I was in the
This is
same
how I
boat
feel.
as you. Okay, we were. No.
That's what
There's
you're doing to
no
the lower
fucking
class.
way.
And that
There's-
is for everyone in America who is hardworking, who has a blue collar job, and who is just trying to put food on the table for their family. That is for America. That is for the United States. That is for our world. And that is for class systems. How does it feel to be on
There's
that?
no way you related spitting on me to patriotism.
The few, the proud, baby.
The drenched.
Something a woman's never been around you. Oh, Zach. Oh, what a cheap joke. Oh, I get it. I can't make a woman joyfully discharge or whatever is going on down there. Is that what it is?
Joyfully
Let's
discharged.
cut you a clip.
Yeah.
I might add that to the shit Zach says list.
What did I say?
I'm just gonna add I can't make a woman joyfully discharge.
Yes, I can. I said you can't. You better say you.
All right, fine. I'll say you can't.
What was the last thing that I had said in my entry?
The last thing you said, I think I'm gay. Whatever though, I still got that dog in me.
God, that checks out.
And then the one before that, wow, you have a discharge thing. Flake the discharge on it like red pepper.
I said that.
Yeah, you also said, I want to give you head at the Macy's Day Parade.
That is magical. Okay. Imagine Snoopy's above, and you're out there getting that dome sloppy, huh? Goodness. People act like I'm not a visionary. Aristotle had quotes. Why can't I?
Yeah, but I don't think Aristotle said spit in my mouth and call me Keith Urban.
I don't know if anyone else has either.
I don't think so.
I stand by that one.
What
That was my long
about-
hair face?
Well, do you also stand by, I'm going to be honest, if I'm watching porn and there's a weird penis, I'm clicking off of it. Completely takes me out of it.
Which doesn't that take you out of it?
It does kind of take you out of it.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. You also said, girl, I'd pickpocket that uterus and steal your tampon, but only if I was a vampire.
Popsicles for vampires. I've said this my whole life. That
You-
Edward
you-
Cullen special, baby. Spread them.
I could eat a hoe out and still talk to her about her poodle.
Okay, that has layers.
Okay, explain the layers in that one.
It's like I can be intimate with a woman, but also talk to her about, what's going on in her day, the things that she loves, and maybe that's the poodle.
You do always say that you're more interested in having a deep conversation with a significant other or a partner than
woman.
having sex.
Yes.
This is just like a less elegant way of
Saying that.
saying that.
Poetic.
Is this poetic? Is it bad if I'm sexually attracted to tragedies?
I don't think you bring that one up.
Can't slop the top until the papers are signed. You know that.
That one was directed to my mom, I assume.
Yeah.
But not us together. That was her and another man.
This one was also directed to your
How
mom.
many do you have?
So many. Mom, you got to get your nipple game up. What was that one about?
Oh, that's because when I was little, for whatever reason, she couldn't breastfeed me. There were complications. So I said, Mom, you got to get your nipple game up. And I think she agreed. I'd be smarter.
Oh, if you were
Yeah, I was bottle fed.
formula, or did she pump the breast milk?
Formula. Yeah.
That explains so much of why you are the way you are.
Does it?
I think so.
Your mom tittied you?
Oh yeah.
Isn't that a little strange?
No, that's completely natural.
Let's throw age out of this. You sucked on your mom's titties.
Okay, well, when you phrase it like that,
How
then
else would you phrase it?
my mom
Secreted.
performed her natural motherly duty to
Of
supply
getting artificially inseminated?
of giving birth
Oh.
and procreating, and she supplied her child with nutrients.
Thanks, Mom.
How old are you? You stopped. I think your mom said 8. Alyssa, speaking of 8, you know what rhymes with that? Date. How about you and me? I'm not trying to have a baby, but we could practice. What? Alyssa,
So weird.
well, even say stop.
Anne Frank was gas. Straight up literary tycoon.
Are you joking? Yes. I agree with me.
Speaking of dating, people sent in dating profiles for us to
Oh, are
go
we doing
through
that?
and
We did.
review.
For our audio listeners, sucks for you. We're doing, we're looking at people's hinges. We did our live Q&A on the Patreon, and people wanted to.
Yeah, someone suggested that we review other people's hinges after we had ours reviewed when we went on Wild Till 9. And so we're going to start now with Emily.
She says that she's sensitive, so maybe.
Oh, well.
Well, you
Shouldn't have submitted,
sent,
Emily.
Yeah, shouldn't have sent it in.
Okay.
This is
All
where you
right.
We're about
fucked
to play
up.
Smash or Pass.
So this is the top of her profile,
This is the first picture, so I assume, yeah.
and she doesn't
Have
start
a
off with
picture.
a picture. Interesting. So she starts off with a 2 truth and a lie prompt.
Emily, right now you're just an estrogen being.
Yeah.
No one knows anything about you. Maybe throw up a picture.
I would definitely start with a picture.
But 2 truths and a lie. I'm allergic to coconuts.
Okay.
Flo Rida follows me on Instagram.
Flex.
And my dad passed. Oh, I was going to say passed away.
Oh.
My dad passed out when I was born.
Ooh, what do you think the 2 truths?
I've already swiped left.
Okay.
Kidding, Emily.
All right, here's
I exited out because Hinge, that's what you do. No, I think 2 truths and a lie, the lie, obviously. Her dad just went back. Or he wasn't there.
I was gonna say I think it's allergic to coconuts. Next prompt. I won't shut up about being a worldwide girl for Big Time Rush. I think it's a reference to one of their
I
songs.
don't know what a worldwide girl is.
Oh, it's their.
It's like,
worldwide.
yeah, but it's like when Justin Bieber used to bring up a girl for.
Oh, one Muslim girl.
One Muslim girl. They bring up 4 girls for a worldwide girl.
Oh, so she was brought up on stage.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a big moment in her life.
That one's a lie.
Okay.
Okay, 21, 5'5". All right.
I want to see what she looks like.
Go to
Here
the
we
next.
go.
Okay. Zach.
Do you agree or disagree that Sky High is the greatest movie of all time? No, obviously. But I know that's for laughs.
It is a pretty good movie. I would say that being your first picture, you are still fairly hidden. You're covering half your face. I would maybe go for one where you can see your whole face.
Nope. I'd go with one where you can only see a quarter of her face.
You know, pick and choose whose advice you want to follow.
Next,
There you
Smash.
go. You could put that one at the top.
My favorite line from movie, pure pressure. I'm far too sensitive from Scream.
All right.
Oh, she wasn't. Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh.
L's down, baby. TBM for life. You know what it is. Kentucky, Lexington.
Being a worldwide girl.
Okay, so not the lie. Oh wait, so that picture came before the picture, the first picture we saw.
Oh, great.
I guess they're out of order.
I was ruined it.
I just we're going in order. From
No,
where
it's
it was
okay. It's
set.
okay. It's fine. It's fine. You just ruined.
Oh, maybe this
Oh,
is the
she
first
start-
picture. All the photos are out of order. I don't know which one's first. This is the,
Melissa.
I could have said Smash a long time ago,
this is the second to last
and you
photo.
took that away from me.
I'm sorry.
Look at her. She's a bubbly human being who's
She
in
is
front
bubbly.
of. Is that Gaston?
Yeah.
It looks like it.
You are in territory of possibly being a Disney adult.
Yeah.
That could scare the men away,
Uh-huh.
unless you're looking for that, and then they could be into it.
Yeah, because you know you might want to be going for someone with similar interests. I would say the picture where you were in like the denim dress thing, I would put that at the top because you're very small in this top picture.
But you got to think the phone's going to be close to your face, and you can get it as close as you want.
She's still very small.
Maybe she's a small person.
I mean, she is 5'5".
I mean,
pretty
I feel
tall.
it's pretty average.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, you're right. That's pretty average. Yeah, I would make like a few. How many
Oh.
freaking pictures does she have?
This is the
All of a
last
sudden,
one.
she went from having none to like all of them. All right.
No,
Look at this
yeah, she's a
cat's
Disney
face.
adult. Yeah, that's a leopard. She's a Disney adult, and the cat scares the hell out of me.
So she's a cat person and a Disney adult and a worldwide girl.
Jared,
What?
you seriously just text me that?
Text you what?
I want to make her legs wide all over the world.
Jesus, dude.
That's exactly my thoughts when you sent it to me. Have some class.
All right.
Smash.
She said to roast the F out of my hinge.
Okay. Valentina, I think you were part of the live stream. Okay, I want someone who isn't a piece of shit.
Oh,
That's
Jared's out. What? So am I. Liberal but spiritual. We're gonna find her immediately.
Oh yeah,
Do we need to bleep any of this out?
maybe.
Maybe I wouldn't say. Well, I mean, yeah. I don't know.
She's a vet assistant. Am I right?
She's an Aquarius, and
She
she's
likes
also
cats,
a cat person.
and she likes getting drunk every night.
Okay, so you got a bit of a problem.
Guess where this photo was taken?
That
I'm
is
good.
I'm gonna guess that was at a Harry Styles concert.
Oh yeah.
I,
The Harry
I
Styles
see
adult.
somebody with a pink cowboy hat on, and I don't know why, but that's giving Harry Styles to me. Okay, me and my best friend, so we know.
We know that other humans can like you.
Okay, dating me is like dating me.
I'd get rid of that one.
I-
Let me have something a little bit more personal.
Yeah, because it doesn't offer a lot of insight.
No.
No.
It's one of those like cheap
Yes.
throwaway jokes
Yeah.
where it's like, okay, you didn't add any value. The whole thing, each little blurb from the scroll has got to add some value of why I either want to
Take you out on a nice, lovely date,
or
or swipe left.
why. That's what men and women do if it's consensual. My Cry in the Car song is Signs of the Times by Harry Styles. Now
I feel like I nailed where that photo was taken then.
And okay, listen. If you want to stand out, you can't put probably the most famous Harry Styles song
Oh, yeah.
as your favorite Harry Styles song. What are we doing?
Good point. Are you a dog person? Because cat.
Okay, so you're going to alienate a lot of men because
A
most
lot of
most men are dog people,
Yeah.
and most cats are not guy people.
Yeah, I feel like you are really trying to find a needle in
woman.
a haystack.
Oh.
Or a woman, yeah.
Make some changes, okay?
Here we go. Is this a guy right here?
Yeah.
Ooh, his name's Zachary. I have that name.
Okay, Zach with a K.
Oh, he's a heroin addict. There's nobody on the other end. Let me have your number and we can change that. Why are his
I
eyes
think
blurred out? Oh, he
They're
did
for
that.
privacy.
Gotcha.
Because they're blurred out in all of them.
These are out of order again.
He's 6'1". Swipe right.
Okay, 6'1". He's an engineer.
Okay, no, Alyssa should say something about this.
Very nice. Okay, low-key flex. I swear I was aiming for that exact spot. And it looks like he got a bullseye. So it shows he's athletic.
Shows you the back of his head, which is curls.
And
Yes.
he can defend you with a
If he has
battle
an
axe.
axe, and he's gonna be
Okay.
very accurate with it.
Oh, yeah.
Alyssa,
I feel like all photos on dating apps should be your face.
But he's trying to show how much of a man he is by throwing an axe.
I get it.
does
I
that
get
impress
it.
you? You can be honest.
No.
Okay, then move
Okay,
on.
so maybe that's just for the guys.
We're helping people
But
here,
maybe that impresses somebody else. So.
or maybe it doesn't. So.
Okay.
Okay, which do we have in common? You also feel obligated to vote in any poll you come across. You also prefer watching TV over movies. And your favorite song changes hourly based on 14 different variables.
Are we being brutally honest?
Yeah.
Be brutally honest.
I would not read it. It's too long.
You got a little TLDR right there. Too long, didn't read. People are swiping left because of that. At least
Your
Alyssa
profile is essentially the thumbnail of the video. If the thumbnail's not good or eye-catching, no one's gonna click on it.
That was a great analogy.
I know. I geek out on television mostly, we know. So you're not giving us any new information. Honorable mentions include tech, F1, and things I found out about 26 minutes ago. Can't forget about E.A. Nazir. Is that, I assume, a soccer player?
I don't keep up with soccer.
It's probably a really good one.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know.
We gotta throw this whole page away if we're gonna be honest.
Yeah, kind of. Like I geek out on. It's like when you include all of those things, it's going very niche. You know, I feel like this is all about casting a wide net and then finding, the right fish that you're looking for in that net.
Alyssa,
Yes.
would you care?
No.
Okay, then let's move on.
I
Because
feel like
it's something that you would talk about maybe on the first date more, and then it's just like, this should be like more concise.
Yeah. My submission to national. Get rid of that.
I mean, it's cool if you were like trying to impress me and Jared.
Yeah.
But Alyssa, do you
Alyssa.
care that he 3D prints?
I'm sorry, but no.
Okay.
A random fact that I love is Roald Dahl was a spy during World War II.
Well, let's flip it around and put anything else there.
I will
What's he a
say
spy for?
the good thing about these things is that you're gearing it towards a specific person. So like your interest might be like history and
in tech and
stuff like that. So maybe a girl who's also
That is
interested in
true.
that.
That is true.
So it's hard because you want to cast that wide net, but you also don't want to get a random person who's just gonna waste your time.
Yeah, you want to get someone else that also 3D prints Viking
Yes.
octopuses, pussy,
Octopussy. Octopi.
yeah, with that are also rock stars.
Yeah, like some of the things that you did on, I geek out on, like tech, 3D printing, history. There you go.
Yeah,
And
I
somebody
feel-
responds like, "Oh,
What's your 3D history?
I feel like honestly everything in this profile just needs to be more concise.
yeah."
This picture was taken for my mother as proof I went outside.
Good photo.
What? It's
I
giving
don't.
serial killer.
Yeah, and
Why do you
like,
have to prove to your mom that you went outside at 26?
Maybe.
You have just full shoes on at the beach?
I would maybe do some of these pictures just without captions as well.
Well, no, it's you can click on the caption.
Yeah.
It's not.
No,
It's not on the top of the picture.
No, I know it's not on top of the picture. I'm just saying.
That one doesn't do it for me. Okay,
Zach, just concise it.
you have the same name as me. I expect more from you. Concise it up, buddy.
Please, Zach with a K.
Oh, yeah, you're a lost cause.
Should this be the last one?
Yeah.
All right, Tasha, last but not least. If this is your first picture,
I like it.
same thing with Emily. You like it.
I wouldn't like it as her first picture. I don't know if this is her first picture or not, just because. Oh, it is. I think this is a cool picture. It's like, oh, this is where I live. I don't know, but I would not have it at the top. At the top, I want to see the face.
That's what I'm saying. That's the same thing I said with Emily. I was like, you're very small in the picture, and it's not a
Yes.
bad picture. Like, that is a good picture. It's very artsy, but yeah, you
Yes.
want to see face. It like Zach said, it's like a thumbnail. You need to capture the people's attention.
The way to win me over is chocolate and concert tickets.
And Zach, that's a great way to have a concise answer.
They're talking to me.
Oh, no. I was talking to previous Zach,
Oh, he
you
clicked
know.
off.
Okay, Ashley, spiritual buffalo, liberal, long-term relationship. Good. You're setting the expectations early.
She's not here for hookups.
Monogamy. All right.
Still haven't seen her face.
Okay. Yeah, your face is blocked in the second picture as
Cute,
well.
cute figure though.
Yeah.
I'm too far away to see her face on this one, but it might be close enough for people to see.
It might be close enough, but I'd also say maybe for this, like, you can use that photo. It looks like a great photo, but zoom in more on you because we're getting way more.
Get waist up here, huh?
Yeah, we're getting way more background than we are of you. Something that's a non-negotiable for me is
You're not gonna get many guys with that.
you have to like taking pictures together. I feel like that's something that you can get someone used to doing is taking pictures
I just
together.
wouldn't have it. I would have something a little bit more flirty and open here. Like that doesn't make me think, oh, she's like joking or fun, or like it doesn't add any value
Oh
to her.
yeah, that seems a little too serious.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, that's a good picture.
Oh, two pictures in the same
Two.
exact place.
Can't do that.
Different
Take-
outfits though.
Different outfits. But
I would keep the green pants outfit. That looks
Definitely.
cooler.
I would replace the other one.
Dorkiest thing about me is I still watch cartoons. That's totally fine.
Yeah, that's-
on board for that.
That's cute and quirky.
Finally, we got a face picture.
Here we go. See, I would put that. Well, I would put one maybe where you're like smiling or like looking at the camera or something, because it's all about the eyes. I feel like eyes really capture people's attention because
She's blind.
those are the windows to the soul, possibly, and that's a very real possibility. And I'm sorry I didn't consider that.
Nope, she's looking at a camera in one of them. So she's, what the hell are you looking down for?
That's a good point. Okay, so I like the connecting to Instagram because then that offers the opportunity to see even more photos of her and kind of like her whole aesthetic.
Listen, you're 50% there. Let's make some changes. Let's go back to the drawing board. Sit down with a gal or a guy. If you got a guy friend, I think that's the best way to link it up. And if you got a girlfriend and you're a guy, it's the best way to get your guys going.
Did we also have some questions to the dropouts advice? Yeah, let's go through some of these real quick. All right, you want to read that off, Alyssa?
Yeah, read it off. Now that you got a camera on you.
I recently had an interesting encounter with one of my bestest guy friends. We ended up having a great bonding moment and even ended up cuddling with with each other to go to sleep. But the literal next day, he was super weird and distant. I didn't think anything was wrong in what happened. But why would a guy switch up? Or better yet, how should I address it?
I mean, if you guys went from friends to even just cuddling, like in his mind, does you think we're gonna start dating, or if I really like her, did I just mess things up? Are things weird now? Or maybe he just doesn't know how to talk to someone after such an intimate moment. It's kind of like that thing when you text someone you used to like late at night. A lot of your inhibitions go away. I think there's like a science to it as well, where you're more free or willing to talk about whatever, and then you see him at school in the morning.
Oh, it is the most awkward.
And then you have to see each other and act like you just didn't get so emotionally or physically intimate last night.
like, yeah, you didn't just like let out all of your demons.
Or like tell them that you like them. Yeah, because this is a big step.
Yeah, I feel like that guy is just. I feel like he's in panic overthinking mode right now, and I think the best way to just go about it is just be like, "Hey, what's going on up here?" And then just like have a serious conversation about it,
Or just joke about it and say, "Were my cuddles,
oh yeah, like if you want the cuddles,
I don't like break down. Like I have a very serious question. Were my cuddles like too bony? Was I just poking you the whole time? Did I sprout into a porcupine when I fell asleep? Because things have been weird ever since. But I don't want them to be because honestly, I really enjoy the guys.
see, that's good. Humor is gonna disarm him.
Exactly.
Dude, there's no freaking way you just gleeked on me. Like, do you understand how gross it is?
Yeah.
What if I just started gleeking on you?
You don't know how. Only 1%
But
of
what
people
if
can do it.
What if I learned?
You can't learn. It's just kind of like an involuntary. Yeah, you don't know how. Yeah, and you look like an idiot. You look like a snake who's defanged and still is trying to do
Gross,
something.
I just fucking rubbed your gleek.
You almost said another word. You're disgusting. Started with
Next
a C,
question.
ended with a.
Okay. So this question, needing some advice about weight loss. I'm currently 3'10", 6'3", relatively big guy, and I'm about to be a senior in high school. I know Jared has talked about his weight loss before, and I was needing some advice about how he was able to lose it and maintain.
Jared, I don't know anything about this, so you give it to him, and I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay. The most important thing about weight loss is that, and maintaining the weight loss, is that it is a lifestyle change. It's not only just about getting to your goal weight and then going back to the way that you used to live. The only way that you're going to lose weight is by being in a calorie deficit, right? You can do that by, consuming less calories that you need, but also exercising helps a lot. Cardio, that's a great fat burner. Weights and building muscle. Muscle takes, more energy to function, and so that's going to help burn more calories just functioning throughout the day. So you want to do weight training and cardio at the same time. A simple way to do it is honestly, like, they recommend getting 10,000 steps a day, right? That's really difficult, but if you build a habit out of consistently doing that, that does more work than you realize. Something that I hate cardio. I hate running. It hurts, and I have a hard time breathing. So I like to do a steady incline on the treadmill. and you can hold on to the sides if you need to, or if you want to power through,
Yes.
whatever. There's alternatives to it, but being a calorie deficit, you don't have to give up the foods that you love, and you don't have to put yourself on this like insanely strict diet. It's all about moderation. Zach is hiding and peeking around the corner like a madman. Yeah, you don't have to give up the foods you love, and you don't have to
water
put yourself
everywhere.
on this like extreme diet, because that's gonna make you miserable. Because I've been there, and it's made me miserable, and it's made me like relapse back into the way that I used to be. But yeah, it's all about building
Yes.
healthy habits, being in a calorie deficit, doing cardio, and building muscle, and
Take care.
sticking with it. Like consistency is king when it comes to losing weight, and so you're gonna see a lot of fast results at first. Then you're gonna hit a plateau. That's gonna feel really discouraging. That just means you have to push yourself a little harder, and then you'll get over that plateau. You'll see another
What are you
big
looking
drop.
at me for?
Looking at you.
And
She's so into me.
oh, I know. She's been giving you looks this
The
entire
whole
podcast.
That is a lie.
It's okay. I get it.
But
Hey,
yeah.
Zach. Oh, sorry. I thought you were done.
That's pretty much it. I don't know. I hope that helps. I feel like that wasn't the most concise answer, but always feel free to DM me, and I can help you more there.
I'll feel free to DM me, and I'll send you over to Jared's DM. This is going to be our last one of this podcast. Hey, Zach, Jared, and Alyssa. Let's jump right into it. I'm 26-year-old female, and I've never been in a committed relationship. I've been on many first dates that have been great, but it's also ends up with a guy asking me if I want to be friends with benefits or hook up. Sorry, she's like scrolling.
Sorry.
I did not meet any of these men from dating apps. They've all been a friend of a friend or someone I met at work. I'm quite a reserved person, but I'll also admit that I have a pretty flirtatious personality, but I don't say or do anything during these dates that would suggest that I'm open to just hooking up or being friends with benefits. During these first dates, I keep up the convo pretty good, I assume.
I keep the combo
I thought she was just like, I keep the combo pretty good. She put PG, and I end the date with a hug, no kissing or hooking up. But a couple days later, I get asked if I would be down to with benefits, and my answer is always no. So that just ends up ruining everything for me. I can't continue the relationship. I just want to hook up with me, not actually date me. Most of these guys have told me that I'm wifey material, so I don't want to date. Is there anything I can do to change that, or am I just unavailable?
Why'd you read that like a Disney Channel original movie?
Love your podcast. Love you guys, and I'm so proud of how much you guys have become. Well, I would kind of like to know the quantity of how many times this has happened to you, because if it's a two-time occurrence, maybe that's just happenstance. But if this seems to happen every single time, either you're running down the wrong street with the wrong guys, maybe you're attracted to guys that have this look or have this type of personality. Sometimes the bad boys, you fall for them, but they kind of only want one thing. Either that, or maybe the flirtation. Maybe he's leaning into a sexual joke, and if you go along with it, maybe he thinks you're kind of open to opening your legs. Does that mean anything to you, Alyssa?
I don't know.
It's like if a guy, I guess, is usually first to like open up about something sexual. So if you go too far down the rabbit hole, maybe obviously you're just trying to be funny and wholesome, but the guys have kind of Neanderthal brains, where they're
Yeah.
like, if you just say the word sex, it means you want to do that with me, right?
Yeah.
And
'cause
not
it's
talk
also,
about
like,
emotions.
the first date, so you're just trying to like get along and like have things go well. But maybe you're just looking in the wrong places for these guys.
Yeah.
Seems if it's a habit, maybe maybe your type isn't what you think your type is, and you need to go in a different direction.
I also feel like the landscape of the dating world has changed so dramatically with dating apps and social media and stuff. And I feel like what you're experiencing is that there's just more people out there that are looking for like fast casual dating and not like monogamous long-term relationships. And so it very well also possibly could be that you're not doing anything wrong. You're not looking down the wrong path. It's just you're experiencing this like new societal norm. And it just doesn't happen to line up with what you want.
There's also, finding a partner is kind of one of the best things and most influential, positive or negative things you can do in your life. So, say you're car shopping and you really want a car that's got 4 wheels and it's closed in and it blocks the wind, but you're only at a moped dealership, you're not going to find what you want. I say just keep testing and retesting, and it's going to take some time, but it's probably worth it to go through the mud to get yourself some running water. So yeah, just keep at it. Unfortunately, it's a sucky game, but if you stop now, you're not going to find anybody worthwhile. And I think now that you've got the traits of these people that you don't like, you can maybe spot that a little sooner on your dates. Maybe try some dating apps. Go get into a hobby, the type of guys that you'd want to be around. Maybe try to position yourself in those parts of town or those activities or whatever it is. So
I would also like to add
please don't.
that you are not undateable.
Oh, yeah, you are.
No.
Jared and I want to triple down on your undateable. Actually,
No, you just have to be yourself and the right person will come along.
Coming from someone who does not date.
It's funny because when I read this, I was like, it's a little close to home.
Alyssa actually just sent this question in. She's like, hey, let me jump right into it.
She would not want our advice. Well, cool. Well, that was a good one. No, yeah, just keep fishing. Keep fishing.
Keep fishing.
We're about to go and head into our after school special on the Patreon. So come join us over there. Also, what?
How about you not burp during the
I almost
promotion
threw
part?
up. Also, New York City live show. It's going to be a really good time. We're going to do a free meet and greet afterwards. We've got some exciting surprises there that you two, you probably, I don't know. Who knows? I can't say too much. Links are all in the description or the first comment of the video for the live show tickets. And absolutely, if you stay to the end, send me a picture of the most attractive person in your family.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Everybody likes looking at pretty people.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, and we will see you next time. Like, subscribe, and comment. It helps out a lot. If you stay to the end, comment this. One time I saw a fish, and it made me just slightly happy, but then I saw a bigger fish, and it made me really, really happy. With 6 periods at the end.
Dude.
What?
What drugs are you on?
Ketamine. And that'll pretty much do the rest.
And hit the outro.
Yeah, hit. Bye. Alyssa better not say bye.
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 Bye more.
Buy the most.
I went through, I'd say, a dark situation in my life, but I called him up. It was late at night. I remember I was crying. I was like, hey, I know you're going through a lot, and honestly, I am. And I just kind of want to put everything in the past behind us, and maybe we could try our best to check in with each other and kind of be there for each other. And then he told me, he's like, this is like the wake-up call I needed. I want nothing more than, to have a relationship with you. And I was like, yeah, let's just, slate clean. And
What are you smiling at your phone for?
my dog.
Is that such a crime?
Is that such a crime?
A man can't love his dog.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
I've never smiled in my entire life. I do it once, and I got you on my back.
What the hell are
is this-
you smiling about?
Is this being recorded?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? You just got put on blast. You fool. Welcome to episode 152. Is that it?
I think so. That's
Is
right.
Is that right?
That
Of
makes
dropouts.
sense.
And I've got an exponential amount of drama to get into.
You have drama to get into?
Hit the intro music, please. You didn't say that about.
That is crazy. What are you smiling about?
Well, I don't know if he's talking to a girl.
No,
I'm
you're
just
always
curious.
you're always bitter. No, not the way you said it. You sound like you're. I was gonna say bi-curious, but that is not the right context. Yeah, we got some drama.
We do? What's the
Some tea.
What's that?
Oh, you don't know?
No.
Because it might involve you.
Wait, what?
You sweating a little bit more than you were?
Well, now
Are you secreting?
now I am.
No.
I'm like,
What's wrong?
I don't like that
what do you
word.
mean?
What do you like, huh?
I don't know.
Not secreting? What do you mean?
Oh, I am just in my own home. Come downstairs to walk my dog, and I go to the kitchen. Why are you shaking your head?
I don't want to talk about this. You know I don't want to talk
Well,
about
I'm not
this.
bringing anything else up, but let's just say there was a purse here that was not Alyssa's.
It was not.
And Alyssa wanted me
That-
to go through it to see whose it was. Yes, you did.
Oh, I bet you did. I know you
No.
did.
I said-
Because the first
No.
thing you said when I saw you this morning, you go, so who is the girl? That was the first thing. It wasn't like, hey, how are you?
No. I saw you upstairs and I said, hey. And then we ended it. And then I came back downstairs and I said, so, who's the girl?
But that hey wasn't the first thing on her mind.
No.
Oh, no.
No, I'm just walking. Well, I'm walking around. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll eat some oatmeal. I'm out of peanut butter. Okay, life's looking rough. And what do I see a Prada purse. First of all,
Fancy.
very fancy. And I'm like, whose purse is this? And then Alyssa goes, I don't know. And I was like, should we go through it to see what it is? As a joke, and she goes, I don't know, maybe. So
Alyssa.
I've
she's
never gone through it.
yeah. You would have let
You're
me go through.
I
devious.
was going with the bit.
You would have
That
let
was
me
the
go
bit.
through it though.
Yeah.
She's like, absolutely. You can take that bullet any day.
Alyssa, do you want to talk about what you heard at 6 in the morning?
A lot of things.
Okay, yeah.
Who brings a girl home and just we hear the strumming of a guitar and just wailing of ah! I don't know if this is a kink thing. Just terribly played acoustic music.
It's not a kink thing. It was, I brought this individual home and
Girl or guy, no one knows.
girl, okay, and
Okay, I would have said a woman.
well, okay. Well, you prefaced it with girl or guy, nobody knows. So I was just going based off of what you prefaced.
And I was bringing it back to a bit that we did on the podcast before with one of our guests who, and probably nobody understands.
the what?
The John episode.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
yeah,
let's
yeah.
keep going. People are already tuning out. Retention.
Okay, so I brought this individual home. I was giving them a tour of the house, and eventually we got up to my room and studio.
What are you saying? Eventually, we ventured up into my room. You brought a girl into your bed.
Room, okay.
Okay.
And she saw my guitars, and she was like, "Oh my God, do you play?" And
That's how I know she's down bad. Because no girl's ever wanted a guy to play acoustic guitar when they get back to his place.
yeah. Well, so I said, "Yeah."
Or were you hinting at it? Were you picking it up and like you're like waving around, like cleaning it, and she's like, "Do you play guitar?"
I'm like, "You ever seen one of these?"
And you're just like, "Oh wait, let me move my guitars." She's like, "They're not even in the way. Let me move my guitars." Oh, all the strings are tuned. Do you
all
play?
6 of them. You want to hear what a G chord sounds like?
Trust me, you didn't find that spot.
So she was just like, "Do you play?" And I said, "Yeah." And we spent quite a while going through just like her favorite songs. She's like, "How do you play this song?" And so I looked up how to play. And I would play it, and then she would sing along. And
Is that
yeah,
what you heard, Alyssa?
This was
Alyssa thought someone might have been breaking in. She
It
heard.
was in my door. I was like, because I heard something.
yeah. She was. There were a couple points where you would have thought she was
Or he.
performing for like a sold out show. Like she was getting into
Was
it.
she a good singer?
I thought she was
How inebriated were you?
fairly.
Okay. So take off like 3 notches. So you thought she was like a 7 out of 10 singer?
Like inebriated, or
yeah.
yeah.
So she's really like a 4 out of 10 if we were in.
I would say 5.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe 6.
She's still up there?
No,
What time did she leave?
like 1:45.
Were you?
It's like the TikTok after. It's like, you're 40 years old. Damn.
So you nervous about her coming, or was she nervous about coming out and like maybe one of us was passing by?
No, actually,
She was really excited.
I don't think she was like excited to come out and possibly see one of you or both of you, but she just walked out. She was like, "Hey, my lift is here, so I gotta go." And I was like, "Okay, let me walk you out."
I didn't say what you said to her.
What I say to her last night?
about the singing?
Oh, Alyssa got mad at this. Okay. When she was singing, when she was belting out some notes, I said, hey, you got to keep it down because Alyssa's going to get grumpy.
That checks out. You get so grumpy.
And so,
That's a horrible first impression.
okay, she's saying like,
What's frumpy mean?
frumpy?
Yeah.
Isn't
Like,
that?
Shoveled, like you're looking like
Yeah.
your clothes, kind of.
Oh.
That's more like appearance
Yeah.
based.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking of a nickname for you.
But I said, I was like, Alyssa's going to get grumpy. And I jokingly said that to Alyssa this morning. And she was like, that is such a bad first impression. And I was like, how? And she's like, I've never met this girl. And now she just thinks I'm grumpy all the time. I was like, no, it's probably.
And you're like, well, first of all, don't say it so grumpy.
And I was like, no, it's just she's belting out notes at 5:30 in the morning. Like that would make anyone grumpy.
Alyssa's just mad because someone asked her out on a date. And anyway.
Oh, we're gonna get into that in the after school special.
We'll get into that after school. Oh, yeah. Subscribe to the Patreon. We're talking about Alyssa's new date that she doesn't want on this podcast because her mom listens to it. So we talk about all our drama on the Patreon. That way her mom can't listen to it.
I literally have no drama. I don't know what you're
Oh.
talking about.
Yeah, I'd say that too, live on air. Also, we're doing another drunk episode soon on the Patreon, and we're doing a live, Q&A video.
Yeah, live Q&A. That'll be on the Patreon sometime this month.
And we've got, I didn't know how strong that community would be. If you're not on there, you're honestly missing out, and I will tear your ACLs. Okay, I gotta get better threats. What's like a bad, like what
your
would,
threats have all been
it's
super
disgusting.
similar.
What,
It's like
what would be something to make you subscribe for $5 a month?
you're going to fuck, that's hard.
Who? Okay, I could do that.
Fuck.
Yeah, your dad. And I don't want to, and he doesn't want to, so you're hurting me and him.
So yeah, it's like when dads tell like their daughter's prom dates, like anything you do to her, I'm gonna do to you.
Oh, I think the dad's just gay. Or a pedophile, considering that the standard age for a prom participant is under 18 years old.
Or both.
Link in the description for Patreon. Oh, wait. Will you hold on, man? I will break your teeth and throw them across the room like they're dice. And I'll be like, oh, 7, we're playing craps. What do you want to say?
I was gonna go into a cool like, oh, where'd you get those shirts? They're looking
Don't worry
really
about the
cool.
shirts. You guys, you don't deserve to wear them. Okay, link in the description. We got new merch. Can we move on?
We got new merch. It's super cool.
Show 'em
super
the red
simple.
one. Show 'em the red one.
Here's the red one.
Is that on camera?
Yeah, it's on this camera. University style, dropouts university.
We went with like the highest quality t-shirts you can. So we're making very little money on it, but at least it feels good on your skin.
And
Is that good?
They fit fantastically. Like these are probably I've been wearing these shirts ever since we got them because they fit so well.
They fit like a Snickers wrapper on a Jared.
Fuck off.
Whoa! This is our last chance to tell you the live podcast is this Sunday, May 28th. And
Holy shit, that's so soon.
oh, yeah. I'm very, if this doesn't go well, I'm,
Ending it all.
okay, you said it, not me. So when I do it, premeditated on your end, and they're going to think you did it to me. Anyway, guess who's going to be at the podcast? If you don't want to go because you hate us, but think about this, my dad's going to be there.
Like, of all special guests, this is probably the most special.
No, he's got a decent IQ.
You know I wasn't talking about that.
I had no idea. Yeah, so my dad's going to be, it's going to be strange. I don't think he's ever listened to any of the podcasts.
I hope not.
But my dad is going to be there. You might be like, Zach, I thought you guys didn't have much of a relationship and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this is what happened.
Yes.
Not to get too deep. But I went through, I'd say, a dark situation in my life where I was troubled, depressed, and hurting.
Okay.
And you know who else is troubled, depressed, and hurting?
Your dad.
I would assume, in case he hears this, I'll say, I assume. That was not definite. I'd be like, I assume. So we hadn't, talked for a while, and, we would talk sparingly, like once every few months, and it would just be like a cheap check-in. And I didn't feel like I had like the closest connection with him, obviously, since growing up. But I was like, what's the point of kind of holding a lot of resentment? I don't know about resentment, but just like
Animosity.
why can't we have a relationship? Sure, the past didn't work out like maybe I would have liked it to have been, but I called him up. It was late at night. I remember I was crying,
And I was like, hey, I know you're going through a lot, and honestly, I am. And I just kind of want to put everything in the past behind us, and maybe we could try our best to check in with each other like once a week or, you know, once every 2 weeks and kind of be there for each other. And then he told me, he's like, this is like the wake-up call I needed. Like I want nothing more than, you know, to have a relationship with you. And I was like, yeah, let's just, you know, slate clean and whatever it is. So I was like, I'd love for you to come out here. And we figured out, you know, May might be a good time. And yeah, he bought a ticket, sent it to me, and, you know, Dad's coming out for a week. Am I a little nervous what I'm going to do with him? Yeah,
Absolutely.
But, he's coming to the live show. So if everyone there could please, you know, show him some love and some support, that would mean a lot. I don't know if he'll let me bring him on stage, but I'll try to give him a little shout out in the crowd. But yeah, it'll be a good time. We are getting close to, I think, selling out the venue. It's not too big of a venue. We want it to be pretty intimate, just so we can have genuine interactions with like a lot of you guys, and also we could sell 10,000 tickets if we wanted to. No, but it's gonna be fun. Hopefully, we're gonna have like prizes and games, and hopefully some participatory. And we're bringing Heath and Mariah on. Are we allowed to say that?
Yeah.
Heath and Mariah are gonna be our special guests. They're gonna play
Guests of honor.
They're a little nervous to get on stage, especially Mariah, but I think it's gonna be fun. Because
Yeah.
we just wanted like a family-friendly hangout. We're gonna say some jokes, talk to the crowd, do the whole thing. Alyssa's gonna be there grumpy, and it's gonna be fun. What?
Not gonna be grumpy.
Are you
Stop
sure?
saying that.
Okay, we'll stop saying it right now.
Are we gonna stop though?
I mean, we'll say it behind her back.
Oh, okay. Good.
So last night we let the liquor talk. But anyway, last night. Sorry, I'm just gonna have millions of dollars. This is fake, by the way. Just like the girl's orgasm last night with Jared. Anyway. Really? Swear?
Swear.
How was it?
What?
Not having sex.
It was fine.
Did you guys just talk?
Yeah.
It's even better.
Yeah.
Cuddle?
So.
What does that even mean? Did you guys sleep in the same bedroom?
Yeah.
Room?
Yeah.
Bed?
Yeah.
Underwear? Huh?
We were clothed.
Barely. Okay, so last night, you go to hang out with this girl, and I wasn't invited.
Shut the hell up. I texted you, I called you, or you called me asking when I was leaving. And then I even went back in your room for a third chance to invite you, and you refused.
Do you know how hard it is, honestly?
For what?
For everyone to want you there and want to talk to you and feel like, you know, you're part of every situation, to get invited to everything. Do you know how hard that is?
Oh, I'm so sorry. That must be such a burden.
Oh, I don't get to relate to like depressing music, feeling music that feels alone, and there's so much in that genre.
Yeah, it's overwhelming.
I hate feeling valued all the time. I never got to go through an authentic emo stage. Like I listen to it, it's like, the world hates me, I'm all alone.
Meanwhile,
then,
you're prom king. You're like.
Meanwhile, life's really working out.
Meanwhile, I've never had a down day.
Like, people don't understand how hard it is to be on top, to be loved by everyone. The pressure. You walk in a room, everyone turns around, goes back to their conversation.
Yeah.
I walk in a room, Zach's here. Woo! My hands hurt from high fives. Zach's here.
It's that funny guy. And
Yeah, I can't wait to have a conversation with him. Like, I can't be alone with my own thoughts ever. And then, like, just know that you have it good.
I didn't know you were going through that.
I am.
I'm really sorry.
Thank you. It's walk a mile in my shoes.
Dude, I'm always here if you need to talk to me.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Alyssa,
Yeah.
are you always here?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay.
She's so grumpy. Just kidding, dude. Kidding, dude.
Okay, so
So she's biting her lips. She's trying to be safe.
speaking of going out last night, right? So I go to this bar in Silver Lake and meeting up with a bunch of friends. It's like Ella, Taylor, Danielle, Jess. They're all there. And so we walk in, find
Who else was there?
the whole group, you know, and
Yeah, it's true. Like you're forgetting a name.
And-
Oh, maybe the one that slept over last night. What was her name?
and so
First and last. Here's a picture.
So
We just have
they
a picture of handsome.
so like we meet them, and then they're talking with some people, and they're like, oh, come over here. Like it's not like a table, like it's not like one of those bars, but it's like there's outdoor seating. They're like, we have like a little booth area, right? And so we go follow them over there and turn the corner, and just sitting there in our little group is Cole Sprouse.
The Colster.
And I was like,
Half of the duo.
yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
What are you doing in LA?
Well, just like, what are you doing here? You know?
Shouldn't you be in a train somewhere, helping it conduct, helping it go and move?
What are you talking about?
What?
What? I'm confused.
Why?
What's the train analogy?
I don't understand how you're confused.
I don't understand how you don't understand that I'm
Well, let's talk it
confused.
through.
Okay.
Okay, what's going on in your
So
head?
I said Cole Sprouse is
Okay.
there, right?
Yeah.
Took me by surprise.
Uh-huh.
Wasn't expecting that.
And I was wondering why he wasn't in a train
Okay.
helping it move forward because of his energy.
And that's where I'm lost.
Gotcha.
Okay. What does the train have to do with anything?
Well, his name's Cole.
Oh my God. That's one
He's
of the
my God,
dumbest.
too.
That's one of the dumbest jokes you've
I
ever
don't like
made.
that you claim God for yourself. Keep going.
Anyway, he was just there, and you know, we were talking to everybody. Super cool guy. It was just like one of those.
You talked to the Colster?
I rarely get like starstruck. I feel like the only time I've really been starstruck was when I met like Vernon Davis, who used to play for the 49ers, right? Because I grew up watching him.
Do you mind taking the shirt from Handsome?
Oh, handsome.
You got scared. The hell?
And so yeah, it was just like such a shock because I wasn't expecting that. I just thought that was
What'd you guys talk about?
Funny moment.
Is he dating anyone new? Was he with a woman
No,
or a man?
I don't think so.
You think he was alone?
I think so. I mean, there were girls and guys sitting in the booth, but like he wasn't interacting with anyone in particular.
Not a bad looking guy. Wouldn't be bad to have him in your stocking for Christmas, would it?
I don't get it.
There's a reason to be a naughty girl.
It's another cold
It's
joke.
another cold joke. Let's move on.
So we get a mix.
But super cool guy. I was like, oh wow, this is like, it's fun like meeting kind of like the actors or like people that you grew up watching on like TV as a kid.
There was actually a pedophile who touched him and got away with it because he was like, no, I was with a coal miner.
Dude,
Alyssa.
these coal puns have to stop. Handsome. What are you doing? He's just eating his toy.
There's the thing about our dog is most dogs, you give him a toy, play around with it, and then ours wants to consume it all and have it live inside his body. Similar to a woman with a child. Did you see that girl, the 19-year-old girl?
What?
So apparently, it was all over the news, and by that I mean I saw one TikTok about it. I guess she birthed a child. I don't know the full story, and then was in the bathroom,
Oh yeah.
and she didn't want to have it or something, so she put it in the trash can and then put another liner on top of it so no one would see it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
It died.
I think she's getting charged with first-degree murder.
Well, yeah, as she should. She literally threw her baby away.
In the trash can. Put a liner on top.
Where was this?
Hospital.
In the hospital?
Yeah.
Does she know that she could put up the baby for adoption? Like, she doesn't have to literally throw it away in the trash. I mean, I
told her.
Like, I not saying I understand, but like I understand being young and scared, and maybe not thinking with the clearest head. But just like, how is that your first thought, or how is that like the thought that you actually run with? You know what I
Also,
mean?
Where do they think the baby went? They birth in a hospital.
Yeah, and then
Where'd it go?
just it's not in like the nursery section, and it's not with the mother. How did someone find it?
I think the janitor went in
When they were like cleaning out the trash cans.
yeah, saw the baby.
Dude, talk about like mortifying for the janitor as well. You know, like just pulling a dead baby out of the trash can. That's sad.
Should have been there.
Okay.
Alyssa, what's going on? Whoa, she just looked at her own boobs. What was that about?
Alyssa,
That's
it is
disgusting.
work hours.
Nice.
Yeah. You know what Alyssa told me? I thought it was wild. What? She said she had a bisexual phase in college, and sometimes she would just take her top off and look at herself to keep going. Remember
Such
that?
a lie.
Such a lie?
That's pretty narcissistic of
It
you.
is pretty narcissistic.
Not
That's kind of
It's not
gross.
the way your mother raised you. Oh, me? Signed with CAA this week, and I want to talk about it.
Did you really?
I didn't tell you?
No, you don't tell me anything, and you know this. I ask you, it's like, how'd your meeting go? Good. Who was it with? People. You know, like those are the kind of answers that you give me.
Watch your mouth, eyebrows. She'd be so surprised. Yeah. So people not in the whatever. CAA is an agency for acting, writing,
entertainment in general. Well, it was just kind of funny because when I started this journey on entertainment, sit back and let me tell you something a little bit.
All right, sit back, getting comfortable.
You know, I started this thing in Atlanta. I was playing college tennis at LaGrange College. And at the time, my girlfriend and I, she was very obsessed with the Vampire Diaries. And one of our things that we did together was we would get on a call, throw some earbuds in our ear, and then we'd play an episode of Vampire Diaries at the same time.
That's pretty cute.
Yeah, it's pretty cute. And I was like, I want to get into acting. I heard people were doing background stuff. So I was like, oh, that seems like an easy way to get on set, to see what this whole acting thing is about. Look online. What do they need extras for? The Vampire Diaries.
Oh,
okay.
Full circle. Okay.
Full circle. So, you know, I'm texting the girlfriend, hey, I haven't signed up for the Vampire Diaries. You should sign up too. She's like, I can't. I got at school. And then they picked me,
So
which at the time I thought was a big deal. Turns out, they'll pick anybody.
Turns out, honestly, you could just walk on set. And
So I
they'll
get
throw
on
you.
set, and I lock eyes with old Damon Salvatore, old Ian Somerhalder. He was directing the episode. A lot
Ooh.
smaller than I thought he was going to be. I just assumed
That's-
5'9".
I feel like that's most actors.
But he was there and it was cool. And I was like, oh, I love being on set, but I feel like I'm like at the bottom of the totem pole now. Let's see if we can work our way up. Started taking acting classes, trying my best to find an agent that would just give me any audition. So I kind of got like a lower level agent there just by sending in a little audition that was absolutely atrociously terrible. But at the time, I remember kind of thinking, like, there's certain agencies in Atlanta, you know, that are bigger than others, but and I was like, I could never even come close to being with, you know, one of the big agencies in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And now to be with maybe the biggest agency in the world, it was like kind of a strange.
That's incredible.
Depends who you ask. If you ask me, I like it.
If you ask me, it's good.
No, but I thought it was cool. So we'll see what happens. And I think some of them are coming to the live show, so we have to make sure it's good, or they'll drop me.
We have to make sure it's. Fuck! If there wasn't already enough
Okay, listen to
pressure.
this. Listen who's also coming to the live podcast. So CAA is coming.
Uh-huh.
I think Untitled, which is my management, which is like a big management. Some Spotify execs, I think, are coming.
Dude,
I think some
I'm gonna
jelly.
shit my pants.
Huge, Jared. I think some Jelly Smack execs are going to be there, and then my dad, and that's the one I'm the most nervous about. So it's going to be an interesting time.
So for the people, honestly, this is also for me, just because I still don't fully understand how the whole agency management, all that stuff works. So you're managed by Untitled.
Correct.
What do they manage for
Me.
you?
Oh, it's similar to an agency, but so they'll give me auditions, but they're more like hands-on day-to-day. Where an agency, you don't have as much of a call every day relationship. It's more like, hey, here's a list of items I'd like to get done. Hey, I'd like to get in contact with, say, it's Brad Pitt for like this movie I wrote. Can we talk to his agent to set that up? Or we'd like to have, you know, this person on the podcast. Like, what division do we need to talk to? Or, you know, I want to start doing a live tour, help set that up. They just kind of encompass a lot of, you know, different things.
Yeah, because I was always confused. It was, like, I feel like whenever somebody would be like, oh, yeah, I'm signed to this agency, but this management, yada, 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 I was like, that feels like different, like, jurisdictions for, you know, law enforcement, you know, how they kind of, like, overlap each other. And I feel like a lot of our audience members want to get into entertainment. And so I feel like that's also helpful for them to understand the distinction if they didn't already.
Okay, so when I got to LA, I would do like background work for money, and also editing. Don't get much money at all, and people don't treat you very well. But anyway, so I was on set for the show Grownish.
Okay,
I think that's what it was. That's the one that they kept on wanting me back for because it's like college age people.
Uh-huh.
So if you ever watch Grownish, you'll see me in the background of some season. And one day I was there, you know, I just kind of keep to myself on those things. It's kind of just like get through the day. It's not really fun. It kind of sucks being an extra. Just because, like, you know, people look at you as cattle a lot of the time.
You're literally treated like secondhand citizens.
Oh, yeah. You're treated like a 5-year-old. Everybody get a single file line. Put your finger over your mouth. So one day I was sitting there, and the this PA like looks at me, and he just goes, "Nope, not you. Not here today." I'm like, what? He's like, "No, come with me." And I was like, "Okay." And then he takes my voucher, and he's like, "I always have problems with you on set." I'm like, "What? Are you I was like, "What are you talking about?" I just sit in the corner. He goes, "No, I know you were here yesterday. I know what you did. I remember. I know what you did." I was like, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "You dragged one of the beds out of the set and into the hall, and then slept on it." I was like,
Wait,
I was
what?
like,
What?
first of all, I wasn't here yesterday, which I wasn't. I was
Yeah.
like, he goes, "Yeah, okay." He's like, "You want to keep lying? Because I'll rip up your voucher right now," which is how I got money. And
This is a PA.
yeah.
Just like,
Yeah.
so he's also on the
Yeah.
bottom of the totem pole.
He's like, "You really want to try me right now?" And I said, 100%. And then he ripped it up, or he like ripped the thing off and then gave it back to me. Goes, "Go, get out." And I was like, "All right, man. I mean, this is not gonna work out well for you, but okay." And I just walk out and I just go find the first person. It's like, "Hey, who do I talk to about getting wrongfully kicked out by PA?" And they brought me up to this person. They go and talk to him, and then he eventually like had to apologize, which I still don't think he believed it wasn't me. But I was like, why would I drag a bed? Like, I just want to leave here anyway. It's the only way I'm getting money right now. Why would I jeopardize that by dragging a bed off a set that like ruins all set decoration and like could cost thousands of dollars of resetting everything?
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought it was.
Dude, that dude was on a power trip. But also, the thing is, well, not like you in particular, but that is absolutely something I could picture an extra doing.
Yeah.
Is because, like,
Extras are wild.
dude, they just, because it's either, there are like three types of people, right? There are the people that, just, acting's their passion. That's what they want to do, but they try way too hard. They're too eccentric, and a little over the top. That annoys people. Then there are the people that drag sets off of, drag beds off of active sets and then fall asleep in the hallway. And then they're just like the normal people that are just there because they need a paycheck.
It is kind of wild to, well, going back like to the live show and being able to make money from a podcast, because Alyssa, I don't know if you know this, we used to go on Ridiculousness, like the set of Ridiculousness, and we sit there for just hours.
We got paid to be seat fillers.
Oh, really?
So like a lot of like talk shows, game shows, and stuff like that, like the people you see in the audience, besides like The Price is Right, that like the people are there to actively like try to get on the show. A lot of them are being paid to be there.
I did it for like World of Dance. I did it for Family Feud.
We did it for the Bill Maher show.
The Bill Maher show. That, like, not the show itself, but that sucked. I
Dude,
feel like we
that
were there
was
forever.
So boring.
Oh my! And then we went to, the Ridiculousness one.
That was our bread and butter. That was
We worked that hard. That's how we make our grocery money. So we'd go there for like the day, and then we get out and be like raining outside. We're all waiting in this long line, and they give us like $40, and then and then we'd skedaddle. Question: have you been stewing about a health concern, and instead of going to a doctor, you go in your group chat and be like, "Hey guys, I have all these symptoms. I don't know what's going on with me," and then your friend's like, "It could be this, it could be this," and then you're worrying because it's probably worse. Like, your friends are making it worse than it actually is. When in reality, you can talk to a doctor in the ease of your home with a tool called ZocDoc. Sorry, I'm getting so frustrated. Just, if you're not using ZocDoc in this day and age, you're doing life wrong.
ZocDoc is the only free app that lets you find and book doctors who are patient reviewed, take your insurance, are available when you need them, and treat almost every condition under the sun.
I recently had a health issue that I was a little nervous to get an opinion on, but it made it a lot easier when I could go and see peer-reviewed, doctors and be like, "Oh, this guy actually really knows what he's talking about. I can feel safe when I'm talking about him about this issue," and they can do it in the comfort of my home. I don't have to go somewhere, make it this big thing, log into my computer, be in bed, and get my quote-unquote diagnosis.
I'm currently experiencing some knee pain when I work out. I go to do a squat, and there's a searing pain in my knee.
Good.
And I've been needing to go to the doctor for a little while now. And I think one of the things that's holding me back is I don't know who to go to, like who takes my insurance who's good. And ZocDoc makes it super easy to find those patient-reviewed doctors that do take my insurance. So it takes that burden off of me.
I think a lot of young people, especially when they have health issues, they'll also just let it go by the wayside when if there is something underlying and you can catch it earlier than later, you know, could eventually actually save your life. So this is something I've recently started taking seriously, and I found out I have a little bit of a condition that I'm working on and trying to get help for, and I want to thank ZocDoc for helping me with that. And to help you guys, you can go to ZocDoc.com/dropouts and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. Many are available actually within 24 hours, which is perfect, especially in this day and age of medicine where it's hard to talk to a doctor in a year.
Yeah,
And now you can do it
seriously.
a lot of times in 24 hours. That's ZocDoc.com/dropouts, ZocDoc.com/dropouts. Use it today. It's honestly could possibly change your life.
Thank you, ZocDoc.
Do you have a business? Are you a person where people need to know information about you? Do you have a blog like Jared's ex,
Okay.
where she talks exclusively about the relationship and how it ended? But the easiest way I think you can create a website is squarespace.com. Jared, tell me a little bit more about Squarespace.
Squarespace is the all-in-one platform for building your brand and growing your business online. Stand out with beautiful websites, engage with your audience, and sell anything. Your products, content you create, and even your time.
Say you're a local coffee shop that has their own beans that they sell on the internet. Oh no, how am I going to get them to these customers? How am I going to fulfill these orders? You ever heard of the e-commerce feature, huh?
I have. It's a wonderful feature.
Well, guess what? Guess who has it in the most simple, easy way to use?
I'm going to guess Squarespace?
Of course you would guess that because that's what the ad is. But just know it is Squarespace, all right, man? Similar things that we sell. This wonderful, cute merch. Guess where you can sell it on? A website like squarespace.com. Makes it cool and easy. And Jared, honestly, if you don't have a website, I'm going to break your nose.
I do have a website. I have a website for my music.
And who do you use for it?
Squarespace.
Hell yeah, brother.
It's beautiful, it's simple, and I didn't need to know any coding to get it done. I was simply able to load up a template, insert the photos that I wanted to use, link all my music, and it was as simple as that.
Create a website today and don't be lost in the past. You need one. All you got to do is go to squarespace.com/dropouts for a free trial. And when you're ready, or don't.
We were there. Really, you're just sitting there. We got to see the whole space.
And dad.
I mean, like, if you think about it, it's not a terrible way to earn money if that's like your last resort, because really you're just sitting there. We got to see some pretty cool people. Actually, I think we were there when like Madison Beer was filming an episode of Ridiculousness.
I think you're with someone else.
Oh, I might have gone with like Nelson or something, you know, but like we got to see some cool people.
Yeah,
but
like Madison Beer was there, and it's like now we know her enough for her not to text me back, which is great. I really want to get her in one of my movies. Every time I see her, I'm like, hey, I still got that script. Like, I want to talk to you about it. She's like, oh, I am the worst texter in the world. Just go ahead and text me again. And I'm like, just going into an open void, but here we go. And then the only reason I know it's a real number is I'll go to TikTok and it'd be like, from your contacts, like, do you want to follow this person?
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
like, well, she's getting it.
so it's definitely there.
Yeah.
But going Ridiculousness as well, like growing up in Ohio, I wanted to be like a skateboarder so bad. And Rob Deerdeck is also from Ohio. And like Robin Big and Fantasy Factory, those were like my favorite shows. And so on top of like fresh to LA, you're earning money to like watch one of your heroes like just do his thing. I don't know, it was fun, but at the same time kind of humiliating when you're just like standing in a line in the rain.
Yeah, the watching the show part isn't terrible. It's like you have got to go there hours beforehand to get in this long line with a bunch of other people that are just trying to make $40. And if you don't
Yeah.
get there soon enough, you get cut off. And a lot of people like take the bus there like an hour, and then if you don't make that money, it's like, all right, I just spent money that I don't have, and what am I going to eat tonight? Yeah, it was.
Meanwhile, you're standing in this line like wondering how you're gonna eat tonight if you don't get this money, and then like Stilo Brim pulls up in a Ferrari.
Just a murdered out Ferrari.
Yeah, and like Rob pulls up in like a Bentley, and it's just like, dude.
I saw this funny thing the other day it was about MTV, and it's like, at 9 p.m. tonight, look for Ridiculousness for the next 3 days.
Shut the fuck up. 3 days.
I thought it was pretty funny.
I mean, that's the only thing they play. Like, have they made any original
I gotta know how much he
shows?
makes per episode. Can you look up how much Rough Deerdack makes per episode of ridiculousness?
Oh God, it's gonna be out of this world. Like just that show, he's probably made generational wealth with, and then on top of that, he's an extremely smart businessman.
My brother had him on his podcast.
I know. I want to get him on here. You know how cool that would be?
He reportedly makes $140,000 per episode
Holy
and has
hell.
appeared in more than 530 episodes.
Do the math on that
Yeah,
for me.
can you do the math? Okay, so think about that. We go to
Why didn't I go to college to be Rob Deerdack?
we go to watch his show for, let's say it was like 3 hours or something, 3-4 hours, right? We get 40, 50 bucks. And in that time, he made $500,000.
A little over 74 million.
74 million? It's not 7.4, it's 74 million.
Yeah, $74,230,139.70.
70 cents. A lot of cents.
Not bad.
Above average in the cents.
But that's just what the internet says.
Yeah, the internet's a liar.
Yeah, the internet's never right. They've never had anything factual on there.
Who else did I? Yeah, I met a lot of people doing like the background stuff. Like I used to see, because I used to do the Grownish so much. I used to see the new mermaid all the time. What's her name? Halle
Bailey.
Bailey.
Oh, she
Very.
was on that show?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And her singing partner, what's her name? Yeah, there's like two of them. They got signed by Beyonce, I think. Anyway, they were always there. I got to talk to them a little bit. They were sweet. They were just like kids, like hanging out. Just a ton of money, obviously, but it's kind of wild. I already talked about met Selena Gomez. That's how I met Selena Gomez. Met Zac Efron.
You met Zac Efron. Oh, that was on the same set, right?
No, that was a set. That was a set of Neighbors 2.
Wait, was Selena Gomez part of that? Where'd you meet her?
Yeah, that was Neighbors 2.
Okay, yeah.
There's actually can we include a scene from that? Can you look up Neighbors 2 deleted scene? Okay, so a funny story. So there's a bunch of extras on that, and we were on there for